friends, welcome to another reading and lifestyle vlog for the foreseeable future. Essentially my content, particularly my vlogs, which is by and large my content, is going to be a combination of what I'm reading and progress on house moving, packing, moving out, moving in, unpacking, all of those things. The timeline we're looking at, so it's April, 14th today, I think, and we're looking at probably listing the house at the end of the month, probably be sold quite quickly. Within a few days, honestly, and then looking at moving into the next house or beginning of June. Don't have the actual dates yet, but that's kind of the timeline we're looking at. So I should be like moving in within the next 6 to 8 weeks. So in the meantime, the big thing that we're doing right now as far as the house goes is getting it ready to list. So my parents live with me. They've lived with me for almost 4 years now. And honestly, we never really finished unpacking them when they moved in. My great-grandma died a few months after they moved in, and the moving process, the unpacking process hadn't totally finished yet. And then my great-grandma died, and then there was the grief, of course, going along with that, particularly for my mom. But then also a lot of my great-grandma stuff ended up over at my house, particularly in the garage. This side of the room looks really nice right now, but when I'm sitting here on the couch, I'm looking at an absolute disaster. So I'll just turn around and let you see. That is what I'm looking at right now. So that is going to be a big part of what I'll be working on today. Books, random living room stuff. There's some just like trash that needs to go out today. Trash is getting picked up today, so I'll have new room in the garbage cans. Yeah, that's where we're at as far as lifestyle stuff goes. Reading wise, I just took off the dust jacket. Reading wise, I just started The Mars Room last night by Rachel Kushner. All I know about this is it's a women's prison story. So at least so far it takes place in California. She grew up in San Francisco, which is pretty local to me. And then she's on her way down to a prison in Southern California. That's pretty much where I'm at with this. Oh, dog needs some love. Also, I've been working on moving, lots and lots of purging so far between selling books, DVDs, video games, that kind of stuff. I've made like $330, so not bad. Not to mention, I've donated a ton of stuff, and I have more to donate as well. We've taken a dump trip, like a lot of purge. Like, it's amazing how much stuff you accumulate. Oh my gosh. And I still have so much stuff. So I'm really looking forward to like the cleansing process that this has been. But my body is broken. My back hurts. Just moving boxes, moving furniture, my back hurts, and my plantar fasciitis has reared its ugly head. It's been kind of like a niggling thing recently, but just the last couple of days it's been really bad. So I'm about to go to the chiropractor and then an acupuncture treatment after that, and then I have a happy hour with friends kind of early this afternoon. Other than that, the day will pretty much be packing related. So come along with me. I will be reading The Mars Room throughout this vlog and just making more progress. So it's been a pretty slow morning. It's 10:30 on Tuesday morning. When you don't have a job, it's really hard to keep track of days of the week. Anyhow, I just recorded a Tag Tuesday book video. It was a really fun one, the retro 80s old school book tag. Little sneak peek. Of course, this would have already been posted before this vlog is, but it included this guy, my pound puppy Walter. Anyways, I just recorded that. That's the most productive thing I've done besides have 17 cups of coffee. I've also peed 17 times today, so those two might go hand in hand. I'm having just a hard time kind of getting started with the day. I should eat something, so I think I'm gonna go make myself like a egg English muffin sandwich. I don't have any cheese to go with it. That sounds good. So it might be, and I don't even have any whole eggs. So it's going to be egg whites, and I could do like turkey. It's going to be like really bland, and I'm definitely going to need some hot sauce. But that's what I have. Anyway, I really would like to read. I've just been procrastinating reading this morning, The Mars Room, which is going well. It's I really like the voice of the character, so it feels like you're sitting on this bus with her, and she's telling you the story about, like, every now and then there's something that's happening like in the moment, actually on the bus on this ride from Northern California to Southern California, which is cool too because she'll mention things like along the route, along I-5, like talking about Castaic is the last exit before you get to the Grapevine, for example. And I know exactly what she's talking about, where she's talking about. But otherwise, you just feel like she's telling you this story. So it's a very kind of stream of consciousness way of storytelling, which I'm enjoying. Anyhow, big things I need to do today. I want to take a load of boxes over to the storage facility. That'll probably be one of the first things I do, just because I just feel like claustrophobic. I'm really loving the new setup in here. The only problem is, like, yes, the view behind me is great, but the view that I'm looking at when I'm sitting here is just really stressing me out. So probably after I eat and read for a little bit, I will go take a load over to the storage place, and then I need to take some pictures and post some things on Facebook Marketplace. And I'm kind of dragging my feet on that a little bit, just because it's going to require like moving things and getting things into positions of good lighting. I have this like vintage, it's called a waterfall vanity with the mirror that was my great grandpa's, my grandpa's, which I don't even know how old it is. I might try to see if I can figure that out, but it's gonna be a pretty, like, I could probably get like $150 to $200 for that one. But I have to like empty it, and then I have to like bring it probably out into this room where I'm gonna be able to take pictures of it with good lighting, because it's in my bedroom and it's kind of like just like dark where it is. And anyway, it just feels like a lot of work, and I'm just like not mentally there yet. So uploading a video right now, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make myself some breakfast, and maybe some calories are gonna help give me some energy. The guy at Goodwill knows me. He's like, no receipt again today? Nope, I'm good. He's like, you made your way to the kitchen, huh? I'm like, yep, made my way to the kitchen. I just had a couple bags. There's certain things that the hospice thrift store, like, I know that they won't take, that Goodwill will take. And so, yeah, I just took a load over to the, a bunch of boxes over to the storage place, dropped off. It was like 2 bags and an old mirror at Goodwill. And then I'm going to head over to, where are we going? The grocery store, pick up a couple things, and then I gotta be back at home in about 45 minutes. I have currently one client, private client, so I'm gonna see her and then hopefully continue to be productive today. In the meantime, I'm just watching booktube videos. I'm watching Heidi right now doing her booktube prize wrap up. So my dog's doing his little post breakfast. Not sure what that is. He does it pretty much every day. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you the progress in the living room. So I've made a good amount of progress. That old TV is posted on Facebook Marketplace. There we go. Yeah, a lot of progress in here. So I actually feel like I can breathe when I'm in here now. I am going to get back to reading The Mars Room. I read some last night. It took me forever to just like settle down last night, because I was like, this needs to be done and this needs to be done. So I am 59 pages in, and we've had the main character has been our focus, the first person narrator, but then we just got the perspective of a teacher at the prison. So that was a new perspective, and I don't think we know his name. But anyhow, that's where I'm at. That's where I am right now. I'm going to commit to staying off my phone for at least an hour and just read and chill. I may pick up a nonfiction book as well. Yesterday I got in the mail, I got an Amazon delivery, and I thought it was something I'd ordered maybe for my book club, and I couldn't remember if I'd actually ordered the book or not. And I was like, oh, that must be it. And then this book shows up, As Long as You Need Permission to Grieve. And I was like, did someone send this to me? And like, I didn't remember ordering it. So I'm looking in the package for the little like gift slip, and I'm like, I mean, that sounds like maybe something that someone would send me. Like, it's kind of been a long time, but like, all right. And then it wasn't until I was on Instagram and I saw J.S. Park post on Instagram, and I saw this cover. I was like, wait a minute. That's the book I was just sent. And I remembered my friend had sent me something from him on Instagram. I followed him, and then ended up pre-ordering the book, and so it was like 2 weeks ago, and I completely forgot about it. So I might start this book as well, and it's nice and short, and so my friend and I are both going to be reading this. So anyhow, that is the morning update. You know when you like get someplace early, but you don't want to be the first one to go in, and you don't want to be like too early? So I'm like 7 minutes early. Is that too early to my friend's place? It's a sisterhood happy hour. So she is a sex and relationship therapist, and like the topic of conversation will be something related to sex every night. I can't remember what specifically tonight's topic is, but mostly it's an opportunity for me to drink wine and hang out with my friends. So that's the big draw for me. Not a lot of sex happening in my life, and hasn't for a really long time. My husband was injured in 2007, so, you can do that math. But anyway, it's a good time, and I'm just kind of killing time with you. Thank you for spending this time with me before I go in. So today has been a very productive day. I pick up the kids from school on Wednesdays, so hung out with them for a while. I took 2 trips in my mom's van to the storage and took 6 of the bookcases, and then I was able to put like boxes on the shelves, so I cleared up a lot of space in the storage unit, in addition to adding those 6 boxes. Then I took this broken chair and a really old, just beat up sectional out of the garage, put it in the side yard, and that's just going to be part of the trash pickup whenever that happens. But no, so now I got extra space in the garage. We can put more stuff in the garage as we just continue to get the house ready to list, which should be happening in about 2 weeks. So coming out to the park to do one of my favorite things on a nice sunny day, and I'm going to get my beach chair and my blanket down there, and I'm going to read. So I think I'm almost halfway through the Mars room. It was really cool. There was just a section talking about Folsom Prison. We're getting some other perspectives other than our main person's perspective. And it's a little bit hard because it's all first person. So it's a little bit hard to tell like who the character is. They're talking about Folsom Prison, which is like 3 miles away. And old Folsom and new Folsom, and references to Folsom Prison Blues, Johnny Cash. So yeah, it's kind of cool. And it just actually had some pretty graphic sex scenes, and not like in a sexy way. More like prostitution wise, not like abuse or anything like that. But anyway, it is a gorgeous day out here. Beautiful blue skies. So yeah, I'm gonna hang out here in the shade because it's like over 80 degrees, so I would get pretty toasty. And then I might end up going to like 100 yards away over that way is my local watering hole, and there's live music there tonight. So, and I don't really have any food to eat at home, so I might end up having dinner over there, in a beer, and watching some live music, and then probably reading a bit as well. Saturday, I was gonna say morning, it's 12:18. Okay, so I know I filmed some like B-roll over the last couple days, but I'm not sure when the last time I updated you. But so if you've been around a lot, you may have seen like 3 a.m. updates from me because I have insomnia. And so I finally talked to my psychiatrist about this. I've just literally never even occurred to me to talk to a doctor about it. So he prescribed trazodone for me for sleep. So the night before last, Thursday night, it was the first time I took a pill, slept really well. I actually had a lot of dreams, but like not one of those dream nights where you feel like you didn't actually sleep, like it was exhausting, but like it was a really good night's sleep. And then, so last night I was like, well, let me see what 2 looks like. My prescription is to take 1 to 2 pills. So I was like, I don't have to be up early tomorrow or anything, so let me try the 2 pills. Knocked me the hell out. I think I went to sleep around like 9:30, and then I first woke up at 9 and was like too groggy, and I was like, I don't have to be up. Wait, first of all, I never sleep that late. Like maybe if I have the flu, I'll sleep that late. So then I was just like kind of stayed in bed. Next thing I know, it's an hour later. So I got up like right around 10, so over 12 hours of sleep. So that was nuts. And then I've just kind of been sitting around. I think I read like a page, and I got distracted by my phone, a little bit of texting, a lot of watching reels, and talked to my grandma on the phone. So anyway, I'm headed I'm headed over to Dairy Queen right now to get my car washed. My niece is I'm going to get a Blizzard while I'm there, but my oldest niece, Holly, is having, her class is doing a fundraiser for their, graduation trip. So I actually don't know where they're going. I should find that out, but fundraiser for the graduation trip. Yesterday, I don't think I got any footage of it. My mom did, so maybe I'll get some footage from her, but my nephew, Sam, who's 11, so like instead of Jason and the Argonauts, they called it Jason and the Golden Fleece, and it was this really great play, really cute, and my nephew was basically the comic relief narrator. Like there was the regular narrator, and then he kept interrupting the main narrator, and he was hilarious.
Circled above a cloud of sea spray. All right! Yeah! Just to be sure, arrow shot the arrow of love through her heart.
He was so excited for this play. He learned his lines within the first 1 or 2 weeks, and he's just been so excited for this and not nervous. And you could see even the pre-show high that he had, just like his charisma shoots through the roof, and he was in performance mode, and it's just so cute to see him. He's totally in his element when he's performing, and just love seeing it. And then just all the laughs he got and everything from everybody else, and I was like, that's my guy, that's my nephew. And even Charlie, the little one, kept saying, that's my brother, so it was really cute. What else? I feel like and then earlier in the day on Friday, I took my mom and Charlie, the 5-year-old, up to a place called Nevada City, and they have this amazing gardens there. So it's actually like a commune up there, but they have this the Crystal Heritage Gardens, and it's mostly tulips. There's other flowers and plants around there, but it was absolutely beautiful. Great way. It's about an hour and a half drive. Great way to spend the day. And Charlie was so excited. She was so into it. Most of the time, she had my phone. Every now and then, I would take it to film some B-roll, take a few pictures. But she was just going at it. She wanted to take pictures of everything, and it was just so cute to see her so excited. And she was the only kid that was there because it was a Friday. So she's in kindergarten, but they go to a Waldorf school, and her kindergarten class is a hybrid homeschool. So they do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on campus, and then Monday, Fridays are her homeschool days. So this was a nice homeschool day. We got to go do a field trip kind of thing. And yeah, it was just really cute to see her and all the adults, and it was a lot of older people who were there, and she just, that she was beautiful, and she was so fun. It was so fun for them to see her being so excited. So anyhow, I'm going to head over to Dairy Queen, get my Blizzard, and get my car washed. And then when I come home, I need really to get working on the house. My bedroom still needs some work, and my office hasn't been touched, and there's extra things have been put in the office that I took out of the family room and the living room, and so that's going to be a massive project that I've just been honestly avoiding. So currently what's in there's a twin size bed, there's my desk, and there's two small bookcases as far as furniture goes. And then the closet is full. I just have a lot of office-y things. And I'm going to be able to get rid of a ton of that stuff. I already got rid of like a whole, like one of those milk crates full of really nice binders. I gave those to my niece. And because I don't have any use for them anymore, but I'm going to be chucking a lot of things. And I want to be able to I'll probably take one of the bookcases out of that room to make it feel more like a bedroom. And yeah, that's basically the plan. Oh yeah, we have a dresser of my mom's that we'll put in there too to make it look more like a bedroom with a desk.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680 The Sports Leader. Hey everybody, it's Around the Park.
This is what I've been doing the last 2 days. This is the first room that is fully done. This was my office before. That's a pile of trash and Stevie. This was pretty much wall-to-wall furniture. The bed used to be where the desk is, and the desk was further down. And then I had an L-shaped desk. I had another desk in that corner. Stevie, stop. And then I had two bookcases where this dresser is and then where that nightstand is. So, yeah, feeling really good. Like, I could live in here. Yeah, I think we're ready to go in this room. I just want to be in it because it's so nice, especially compared to the rest of the house right now. Hey, Steve. Hi. You say hi? Hi. Oh, yeah? I'm going to play with you? Okay, we're going to go play. Goodness. Oh, my goodness. I've been just working for the last 2 days. Yesterday, I worked like 7.5 straight hours with pretty much no break. Like my only break was running errands. That's pretty much been the same since 10 o'clock today. Got a ton of stuff done though. So I'm looking at a mess right now in the living room. Some of that I'm going to do a Goodwill trip next. I've got 1, 2, 3, like 5, I think, boxes to take over. One's pretty big. So I'm just going to try to get stuff out of the house. So I'm going to do the Goodwill run. Then I'll probably do one more run over to storage today and just continue to get stuff out of the way so we can kind of make each room actually look good. And it feels better, feels so much better emotionally. But I'm going to take a break right now and get back to the Mars room. I did some reading this morning and I think last night. So where am I? I'm using a really thin bookmark and it makes it hard to actually find my place. There we go. I'm on 255 out of 236. So I could potentially finish this today. And I want to finish it today because I have jury duty tomorrow. So I'd much rather bring a new book and bring a paperback book to jury duty tomorrow. Just lighter weight, easier to carry, and I don't want to run out of things to read. So yeah, just gonna take a rest, read this for a little while before I get back to the grind. So once again, I'm going to use you for some accountability. Now moving my efforts to my bedroom. So this morning I moved over a bookshelf, so that is in place. I need to do some laundry stuff. There's just like those like random bits that I need to either just like find a place for, throw out, pack away, that kind of thing, so that my bedroom can like look as nice as the office turned bedroom does. So there we have it. I'm going to have a bite to eat actually first and then hit the bedroom. So what we've accomplished this week is the spick and span office turned bedroom. Lots of messes here in the hallway. My parents' office actually looking like a usable office. We're definitely getting rid of that Merry Christmas box though. So this is looking good. More hallway mess. And then my bedroom. Oh, and that was my towel from earlier. My bedroom is looking better than it has probably even since I moved in. The main big section next is going to be the bathroom area. There's just like stuff that never got put away. That's stuff that got moved out of the vanity that I had before. But this is what I want to show you. Let's get rid of this towel. Actually hang it up. That's better. So really, really happy about this. Slept great last night because I just had this clean, uncluttered room. I started editing this and then I realized I never wrapped it up. So I did finish The Mars Room by Rachel Kushner. 4 stars. Really enjoyed this book. It was one that I wanted to return to. I wanted to spend, not just read it for 10 minutes. I wanted to be able to read it for 30 plus minutes at a time. We had 3 main characters. So kind of like the main character is Romy. She was a stripper, ends up locked up and loses her son in the process. She was a former drug addict. She had a very kind of checkered past growing up in the San Francisco Bay Area, and then she ends up, the prison that she's at is in Central California, or the Central Valley. So then, so as a Northern California person, it was just fun to see like there'd be like specific neighborhoods or all the little cities around the Bay Area, very specific. Like she mentioned the now defunct C&H sugar factory, for example. So if you're kind of like a local, you kind of get those nice like Easter eggs. Those are always fun. And then we have a dirty cop named Doc, and the Gordon, he was a teacher at the prison. So we follow all 3 of those characters and their somewhat interconnectedness. And my one kind of critique, or the thing that I noticed that kind of bugged me a bit, was that Doc and Gordon's storylines ended like a ways before the actual ending. Like we spent a lot of time with Romy at the very end, and it was kind of like those bows got tied, and then now we ditch the boys and we finish up with her. So it was fine. It just made me a little bit like, I have a terrible memory. And so as I'm coming to the end of the book, I'm like, what happened with those guys? Like, did we tie off those loose ends? And yeah, so that's kind of like my one main like criticism of it, or my only criticism. But I still super enjoyed this book. Again, I wanted to be in it. I was curious about how they got there, what's going on with them, what their fates are going to be, all that. So anyway, I recommend The Mars Room for sure. It lived up to the hype. Of course, the hype was a long time ago, but that was one of those like BookTube made me do it books at the time. Pretty much when I first started watching BookTube, that was one of the hot books. So anyway, that's going to do it for me. Thank you for watching. Remember, every day is a great day for a great day, no matter what.